Welcome with Jesus Bible Study. We are going to be in the book of Exodus, chapter 16, verse 12. And this is God speaking to Moses. I have heard the murmurings of the children of Israel. Speak unto them, saying, At even ye shall eat flesh, and in the morning ye shall be filled with bread, and ye shall know that I am the Lord your God. And I'm going to repeat that. And while doing so, I'm going to put it over here so you can see the second part. I have heard the murmurings of the children of Israel. Speak unto them, saying, At even ye shall eat flesh, and in the morning ye shall be filled with bread, and ye shall know that I am the Lord your God. These children in the wilderness was already given the beautiful bread from heaven, manna. But they was complaining. Man, the children of the wilderness had their biggest problem was they complained too much about any and everything. They was never satisfied. They was never happy. They was never grateful. They was never thankful. They was never content with what the Lord was doing for them and to them. God had did the most amazing miracles and wonders that the Bible has ever written about. These children, this generation had witnessed the most powerful miracles that God had done, showing everyone his powers, and yet they was not happy or content. How weird is that? This was bread that fell from heaven. And they was complaining that they wanted to have some meat. So God said, very well, I hear your cries and I hear your complaints. I will send you meat. And so he does. He sends quail that comes down. And he tells them to eat. And so these people eat and eat and eat. And it goes on and continues in the story. He says that he gave them so much quail that in their gluttoniness and their fatness of overeating, that many died. It is a true example of how, when we are in this walk with Christ, that if we don't learn to be grateful and thankful for what we have, that we'll never be content. We'll never be happy with what God is doing for us, that we'll miss the very miracle. We'll miss the very blessings that God is giving us for constantly seeking more. You know, it is very easy to get in the habit of complaining if you're never grateful for what you already have. Because you never appreciated what you have. You're always seeking more. Then when you get that, what you asked for, you're not going to be happy with that either. Because now that you already have it, you're no longer happy with it. Like, now I got it. Now I want something bigger and I want something better. And the way of this world, the way it is today, has us in the habit, making it be okay to constantly seek more and to never be happy and to never be satisfied, no matter what cost it is. You know, back in the day, in the 70s, 80s, if you got something and it was expensive, you treated it very well and you had it until it could no longer last no more. Even if it was broken, you held it up together. You took pride, you loved it, and you took care of it. And you was very grateful and very thankful that you had that. As the generations gone by, we thought that having a computer, anything about $1,000 was expensive. But here we are paying for tablets and all these things that's $1,000 plus, and we're just throwing away. Year after year, it's no longer no good. We got to get a new one. We got to update. We got to upgrade. And these phones that are so expensive, we'll just toss them away instead of being appreciated. That, man, imagine We used to spend $300 on something, and it better last us a lifetime, because that was a large amount of money. But now we got so greedy that we don't even care that something cost us $1,000, could barely even last a year, before we're wanting a new one, a better one. We have lost our minds. This time and age, this day and age, man, all we care about is bigger, better, newer. We're never grateful for what we have. We're never thankful. We got to remember that there's many people out there that have far less than we could ever imagine. And so we take for granted each and every single day that we have a roof over our head. But there's many people right now all across America who's being humbled real quick. Because very quickly, the United States has turned into almost a third war in some third world countries in some parts. People don't even realize it. With all these fires and floods and natural disasters. And Detroit, the water situation has been like this for years and nobody cares. Everybody keeps forgetting about the whole Flint thing nobody cares. And we just look past it and carry on like, oh, they gotta be all right. It's America. How can we not? We're too busy handing out over here and there, and we're forgetting about our own people. Because we want to do things for show, not because we want to help. We just want to boast about, oh, look what we've done. We've come to aid for over here. We've come to aid over here, but you can't even help your own. Because nobody's doing anything from the goodness or the kindness of the heart. All things are being done for clout and for follows and for likes. Look at me, look at me, look at me. You don't even care about the person that you're claiming to help. Forgetting that when you sit there and record somebody in the worstest time of their life, because you want to give them a sandwich, a measly little sandwich, just so you could have everybody in the world like, oh, look at this. God bless her heart. Look at her. She's going out of her way to give this homeless person a sandwich. God bless her. Man, isn't she just an angel? Isn't she just a saint? Love, 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 like. That poor woman didn't need you to put on blast her story, because you don't know where her story's at. You don't know what God is doing for her. A year later, that woman could be up out of homelessness and on her way of going here and doing there. And then she's sitting there living her life, and the people, hey, ain't you that person who was getting a sandwich? Oh, that could have been a lie. Look at you pretending to be homeless, all to get somebody's, and then it gets twisted. For shame on what people are doing. The scriptures tell us that we should not be recording what we are doing. We should not be praying on camera. We should not be helping the needy on camera. Your left hand should not know what your right hand is doing. You should not boast. That if any boasting comes about you, let it be from another person's tongue and not from your own. We've gotten so ungrateful and so unthankful that we don't care who we hurt along the way, as long as we get what we want. As long as we're satisfied. Who cares about the other person and their feelings? All that matters is us. Us, us, us. And it's a shame. And it's a sin. It's a heart condition, a heart problem that needs to be fixed. Instead of working on having other people see you be this humanitarian person, how about you just work on really fixing yourself on the inside and be truthful on who you really are? And if you don't like what you see, then maybe it's time for you to fix yourself and quit trying to fix somebody else and start with yourself.